back to the 2016 Pro Gaming Series Summer Split, and we are heading on to our Game 4. Before that, this stream is brought to you by our awesome energy drink, Bacchus! Drive your energy! So right now, ay kanina nakita naman natin yung performance ng GHUB. Really surprised us with not only their execution plus communication, but also their drafting. Which is the Talia plus yung Ilawi pick.
Talia plus Ilawi pick. Hindi natin, yun ang literal na hindi natin in-expect kasi kahit tayo gulat na wow!
Wait, what?
Wow!
Oo. They made it work at hindi siya awkward pagdating
hindi,
sa execution. And they all fit together.
Akala ko magiging awkward siya kasi nga merong Gragas Explosive Gas, merong Jana Monsoon na syempre kapag nag-ult ang isang Talia, kailangan dikit-dikit ng mga kalaban niya dahil yung mga tentacles, kailangan dikit-dikit yun syempre, di ba? Para madami lumabas, at matamaan lahat. Pero yung sa tingin ko kasi iba talaga kapag yung mga kampi mo is parang iisa kayo ng puso.
Iisa yung puso.
Ang ibig ko sabihin, iisa kayo ng, kumbaga, kung may mga nagbabasketball, yung parang hindi mo na kailangan tingnan yung kampi mo pag ipapasa mo yung bola. Yung mga ganong channeling sa...
Channeling.
Hindi, yung mga ganong instinct yun, kumbaga sa League of Legends. Kumbaga kapag sa baba, di ba, dual lane, yung parang hindi mo na kailangan sabihin sa kampi mo na go. Kumbaga,
yung synergy.
Yung synergy, synergy pala yung tamang.
Yung natural synergy.
Yung natural synergy nitong GHUB na to, amazing kung pagmamasdan natin. Sobrang amazing. So, ito na.
And we'll see though. Right now, we're heading on to our Game 4 between GHUB versus Cerberus Esports. And we're gonna see kung matu 2-0 sweep pa to ng GHUB or we're gonna end up with a 1-1. Actually, yung prediction kanina, was like maybe 1-1. Kasi, pero nagsabi ako 2-0 CRB, but then...
Ay, nagsabi ako ng 2-0 GHUB.
GHUB, Pero,
tingnan natin
kung 1-1. Well, tingnan natin. Because looks like CRB is contemplating to still stick with this Swain. I think it's because it has gained success versus Mineski. Hindi, versus Mineski. And kanina, hindi naman kasi fault ng Swain pick. Actually, Swain nga performed well.
Kanina, ang ganda.
Except for the fact na wala talaga silang primary hold.
Wala silang...
primary engage pala. Reliable engage.
Lahat sila, kunat.
Kunat. And out of respect, Talia was actually banned here against Cerberus Esports. That leaves, maybe Maokai is open. Kindred already been taken down. So GHUB, the power threats in terms of AD damage are both gonna be put sa jungle here for both teams. So, ang open naman na AD carries could be Caitlyn, Lucian. Maybe Ezreal, let's see though. Kasi
Zephyr.
Actually.
Medyo underrated na, ewan ko. Pero,
maybe kasi need mo you have to build around the Zephyr to actually make it work. Kasi,
alam mo ang ini-expect ko ngayon?
Ano?
Gusto ko ng isa pang bagong cheese pick, Aurelion Sol.
Oh my God.
Kasi hindi pa tayo nakakita ng Aurelion Sol sa PGS. Well, nakita na natin siya sa international scene kung paano yung CC gaming capabilities nito. Pero gusto ko siya makita dito.
Most definitely.
Sana makita natin.
Sana makita natin. Dito. If they are gonna gonna surprise us, most likely last pick na naman na parang bam.
Aurelion Sol.
Aurelion Sol. So, they're gonna be relying on the Ilawi pick again. Plus, Caitlyn, quite standard naman. Lucian is still open for the taking, if ever, and for the support roles, they still have earlier Jana and Nami. But then CRB has to rethink their drafting. They need a solid hold talaga. Kasi, kung titingnan natin, same na naman yung picks nila so far dito sa first rotation nila. And kanina, I think, it was Marky on Lucian, diba? And it was Nami din. So, it's gonna be reliant dito on the mid lane, for example, in terms of having the control, having the CCs.
Pwede sila mag-Lissandra dito.
Lissandra. That's correct, actually. Si Chok.
Tignan natin. Pero ito, nag-Brom sila dito.
Standard.
For the support. Standard Lucian Brom combo. Pwede sila mag-Lissandra, I guess, pagdagdag, ayun na sinasabi natin.
Pandagdag ng hold.
Kindred plus Lissandra, the undying team, mga kaibigan, with that Lamb's Respite and that Frozen 2. Pero ito na ang picks ng GHUB. Naku po!
knowing that there's a Kindred, I'm pretty sure they want to lock in something again that could disrupt the position of Cerebus Esports.
Correct.
Well, Jana is open. We already have a jungler rather. That is the Graves.
Whoop.
But, you know, if ever mapili naman, baka
yeah.
gusto mo, man, Jean. Because right now, I can't really predict kung ano yung picks ng GHUB. Kasi, paiba-iba sila. But then, kung sinabi mo, ang choice ng Cerebus Esports is sa Lissandra, pwedeng i-deny ng GHUB yung Lissandra pick. Para throw off yung composition ng Cerebus na wala na naman silang CC. Although meron na silang at least reliable stun, nandun lang yung mga stacks ni Brom for the stun. Sure na meron kang hold sa kanila. But then this is a good takeaway. But then, you know, Lissandra, I'm not sure if ipipilian ng Cerebus. I mean,
pwede yan, Fizz.
Gangplank is open. Again, if ever they do wanna settle talaga on Chalk's power as a Gangplank user.
Alam mo, kung nag-Gangplank sila ulit, isang champion lang ang binago nila dito. Pero yun nga, sinabi natin, Lissandra Gaming, for the first time in forever, nakahula ako ng pick.
Good job. Good job.
Kakay-babe, blue team.
Lissandra, you're right. Kasi based naman sa pang-stun or need nila ng reliable engage. Yun yung kulang nila kanina. Meanwhile, para sa GHUB naman, they do have the light binding for the hold so that they can start off the fights.
Light binding plus the bubble.
Light binding plus the bubble. And just in case na, kunwari, mag-all out itong si Ilawi from an unexpected position, mag-enter siya, mag-start mo, kunwari, mag-flank if ever naman. There is the disruption of the tentacles, yung kanyang ultimate naman.
Oops!
And the burst is real, so I guess they won't pick your Lissandra.
Yami Yugi has been locked in para dito, mga kaibigan, para sa Cerberus Esports. At kung hindi nyo kilala yan ang Twisted Fate. So meron silang stand dito gamit ang yellow card. At least meron silang isang pangpitas. Tingnan natin dito dahil ako medyo nalalabuan ako sa ano tong combo ng GHUB. Ano to? Pitas Gaming? Poke Gaming?
Pitas Burst.
Burst
Definitely. So I can really imagine, for example, if Jaja manages to, you know, like reach level 6 or at least level 3 with plus the red buff, I think they might be able to take a pick on Chalk because Chalk is very low mobility. And pagdating ng level 6, there's the final spark plus the collateral damage. Chalk will not be able to do anything. As long as you keep him in his lane and not allow him to make the plays, especially that these champions sila Kinzon, I mean sila ano yan, Caitlyn plus Nami is mahirap patayin kasi first of all yung range. We'd want Chalk would have to compromise probably a flash gold card or maybe a sneaky destiny para tumama kila Kinzon yung
gold card.
Yung gold card. Yung stun. But then,
pero teka lang, Mami Rix, mag-roll call muna tayo. Para sa top lane dito ng Cerberus, si Yux, ang kanilang statistics dito, ang kanyang KDA ay 4.5, ang kanyang kill participation ay 71%, ang kanyang gold per minute ay 359.
Yeah, so meanwhile, we have Trevor right now, 72% kill participation. So most likely, talaga magre-revolve around kay Trevor na naman. And compared to the... Yeah. Go lang. Chok!
70% kill participation para dito kay paring Chok. At ang kanyang gold per minute ay 384.
Yeah, good KDA actually.
KDA,
6.3. Well, if Gangplank siya ng Gangplank, most definitely. So 64% kill participation naman para kay Marky. 5.9. Siyempre, mas mataas though si Chok. But then, yeah, still, AD carry Marky, very great.
445 gold per minute, no? At para naman kay Shadow na ang kanilang support, KDA niya dito mataas to, 6.4 ang kanya. Wow, grabe, 68% kill participation. Gold per minute, 265, support na support.
Yeah.
At yon, ito naman sa top lane ng GHUB, si Cool, 54% kill participation at ang kanyang gold per minute ay 378.
Yeah, so I guess it's understandable naman. Not quite as high as 78% or 70+% kagaya ng ibang members. But still though, maybe it's cause he's more into the split push and more dueling. Baka ganun yung reason. But then again, 7.7% para kay Jaja. He was the MVP last week. Kasi,
wow! And si Toxic, dito, kill participation 62%. Talia is real, grabe. Goals per minute.
From the previous week, guys. So just so you know.
Sinasabi lang natin. Ito naman. kanilang ADC.
Kinzon, 3.3, he rarely plays actually. Ngayon lang siya ulit linagay sa GHUB roster ulit. Sub nga actually siya ADC. Valbert's yung previous ADC last week.
Yep.
So, ngayon, support si Jao.
Wow.
76% kill participation, 3.4. Well, he is doing his job naman. Earlier, he was the Janna. Great Monsoon, great shields and exhausts at the right time and at the right place as well. At the right champions
Balik
pala.
tayo sa sinasabi mo kanina, Mami Rix.
Ano ba yung sinasabi ko? Yung Twisted Fate. Yung gold card.
Di ba naalala ko yung sinasabi mo?
Nice one, man. Nice one. Kung titingnan natin, it's really gonna be difficult for Chalk. So, most likely, ang gagawin niya is be sneaky about his Destiny teleports. If he wants this gold, he wants his level 6 presence, global presence to be felt. Pero, ang pwede niyang i-gank, ang very vulnerable sa gank is actually cool. Kasi wala siyang pang-escape aside from the flash. And Yux will have a really strong hold, really scary DPS kasi maglalakad lang siya, makakadrain siya. Magmamodel-model lang siya. And it's quite not hard to actually land the kill and land DPS onto the Illaoi here on these this pairing na Twisted Fate plus the Swain pick.
Yun nga, yun din ang iniisip ko si Cool. Kasi I mean, sa baba, kung i-go niya dito si Caitlyn and si Nami, kaya siya i-counter go dito. Depende yan kung malapit si Lucian sa kanya. Pero syempre, mamaya na tayo mag-usap. Ito na mga kaibigan ng Game 2 at syempre, nandito pa rin kayo sa Pro Gaming Series 2016 Summer Split. Hatid sa atin ang Bacchus Energy Drink. Drive your energy. At syempre, last game na natin to for tonight at i-roll call na natin to para sa GHUB. Mga kaibigan, nanalo sila kanina. Si Cool na nasa top bilang ang Illaoi, si Jaja na ang jungle na ang Graves, si Toxic bilang ang Lux. Ngayon lang ako ulit nakakita ng Lux na nasa mid, si Kingzon na ang Caitlyn ng ADR at si Jao bilang ang support na si Nami.
Yes, and para naman sa red side, at yan ang Cerberus Esports. In the top lane, we have Yux on the Swain. In the jungle, we have Trevor with the Kindred. In the mid lane, we have Chalk with a Twisted Fate. And for the bottom lane duo, ayan sila Marky na si Lucian. And para sa support, si Shadow na si Brom.
Anong champion ang laging nasa Meralco?
Parang joke to. Sige. Sino?
Si Illaoi.
Bakit hindi ko, why did I not see that coming?
Diba? Okay, move on na tayo.
Okay, guys. Nice one. Dapat i-compile lahat ng mga jokes mo, no? Para every week, meron tayong...
Gulat nga ako, naisip ko yun.
Illaoi, Meralco.
May Illaoi.
Illaoi.
Yan nga eh. Wag natin ulitin, nagiging corny pag inuulit.
Oo nga. Tama. So, standard starts for both of these lanes. Pero red side naman for both nga pala. And meanwhile, it's just gonna be safe. Ito yung sinasabi natin, ang pinaka-vulnerable yata sa... Hindi yata. Pinaka-vulnerable sa gank from the Twisted Fate plus, at from the Twisted Fate is definitely gonna be Cool.
Cool lang.
The only thing that I can see para mapatay yung bot lane natin is to let GHUB commit.
Correct.
To let GHUB commit to a fight dun sa bot lane. And that's just gonna be Chalk being the flanker, Twisted Fate there when Destiny comes. But laning phase-wise, most definitely come level 6. You're gonna have a difficult time kasi syempre, utility skill ang level 6 ni Chalk. Meanwhile, damage skill naman para kay Lux. Although, may pang-counter naman si Toxic. They're running a double TP here. Meanwhile, cleanse naman para kay Chalk. It is understandable kasi
wala siyang mobility.
Toxic. Wala siyang mobility and the CCs are real coming in from
natrap pa dito si King. Okay, wala. Para sa akin, if ever man gankin niya dito si Cool, hindi niya rin ito mapapatay agad-agad. Kasi if ever gankin siya, pwede siyang i-lifesteal dito ni Cool.
Na-imagine ko nga na parang, okay, gold card bumagsak. Pag natapos na yung stun, mag-Q siya. Yung mag-Q siya, tapos wag-walk. That's only if he executes it well.
Correct.
So, it's all about the skill shots again.
Kaya rin siyang tapatan dito ni Cool. Kailangan lang yung gawin ni Cool, magpa-stun, wag magpatama sa wild cards, and yun. Medyo hindi ko alam kung paano. Tingnan natin kung makakakuha ng magandang item dito si paring Chuck para ma-burst niya dito ang mga champions dito. Ako, excited ako dito. Sana gamitin niya yung bago kong favorite item.
Sino? Ay, sino? Ano pala?
Ni Chuck. Proto Belt para kay TF.
Yeah, true.
Nakakita ako ng ganyan and grabe, sobrang dagdag mobility, dagdag panghabol, dagdag damage.
Yeah, people won't have to rely on the... I remembered before, nakalimutan kung sino yung gumamit nito, yung RFC Twisted Fate
Yung
para
chuk, chuk, chuk.
Hindi, para mahaba yung range mo.
Yung rapid fire
rapid
FC.
fire, RFC, or rapid fire cannon para mahaba
Tagal
yung range
na
for the gold card. Yeah, that was before. But since, you know, you have a skill, an item already for the close gap, but then most likely people would wanna more on the siege power ng Twisted Fate pala.
Fate.
Because
Burst
you
damage.
actually pair it with a Lich Bane, meanwhile cool, really low right now. That's what I've said. He's quite open to these kind of harass, pero ganun din naman si Yux. Although, pagdating sa sustain, I have to hand it to Yux, lalo na pagdating ng level 6 ni Yux dito sa Swain pick. But then, baka makakita tayo ng gank from
Trevor.
Jaja.
Ay,
Or
Jaja.
Jaja. Kasi
Nasa
nandun
taas
siya sa
siya.
top mismo.
Yappy doggy.
Might burn a flash. The difficult thing is wala silang pang-hold kay Yux. So, ang gagawin niya, maglalakad lang siya casually. So, if Jaja does not secure like a red buff for himself to apply more CCs and slow, it's gonna be difficult.
Pero nako, mukhang gank dito si Toxic. Magpapap kaya ang passive double second skill ni Trevor. Hindi. At mukhang walang na-burn na flash dito sa mid lane. At yun nga si Jaja, hindi na-gank dito si paring Yuk. So kumbaga part 2 lang to nang nangyari kanina, Riku. Ilawi versus Swain.
Ilawi versus Swain. So laning phase-wise, mukhang both of them naman are doing great. It's just that Yuk is more safe. Kasi yun nga, wala silang pang-hold sa kanya. Maglalakad lang siya safely. Unless, kunwari ma-burst down nila agad. But then here's Trevor with the gap.
Ayan na mga kaibigan, si King Zone. Tingnan natin kung kayang i-go dito ng CRB. At mukhang kaya na nila na turret hit dito mga kaibigan si Kindred. At mukhang kumaka-counter go si na King Zone dito. Na normal siya ng minions mga kaibigan para makapag-farm. At mukhang walang magagana. Flash out para dito kay Trevor para makawala sa kamay dito ni paring Jaja.
So ito na naman, deja vu again for Trevor. Trying to make the plays is just that GHUB just works really, really well countering the aggression, the early game presence ni Trevor. And I feel like ang gagawin muna ni Trevor, siguro magpapa-level 6 na muna siya. I think he's gonna be fine. But then, look at that sneaky play though.
Grabe.
Alam nila, Trevor does not have a flash, will probably finish a camp or something before going home. And that's what they did. There's no vision there whatsoever. That's such a sneaky play.
Wow,
Nakita
grabe.
nila Cerberus Esports went home. So there you have it.
First dragon of the game.
Ocean.
Ocean Drake, mga kaibigan.
Ito yung sinasabi ko, every time you get an Ocean Drake at the early minutes of the game, that means more sustain for you around, that's more on the...
May mana
that's more on
regen din yan, di ba?
Yeah, may mana and HP. So that's for the junglers that are clearing the camp, so mas tatagal ka most definitely. And for the laning phase din, lalo na kung hindi naman, kung steady-steady lang kayong boring, nagsaspam lang kayo ng skill, nagpa-farm lang kayo, it's gonna work really well during the laning phase. And that's why na ma-maximize yung Ocean Drake. Mas for me,
Drake. Wala,
if
nakaka-LSS lang.
Shinbu sang with you.
Nakaka-LSS lang talaga.
Okay.
Nakaka-LSS. Pero tuloy mo na yung sinasabi mo.
Yeah. So anyway, wait, ikaw na muna
Kasi alam mo, it favors Ilawi very well. Yung regeneration buffs nitong Ocean Drake na to. Lalo na ang early game. So tingnan natin kung anong gagawin ni Ilawi dito dahil alam niyang meron siyang Ocean Drake dito. So syempre, tingnan natin kung magmamaasim gaming siya dito sa taas. Laban kay Swain. So medyo 7 minutes into the game, medyo wala pang nangyari. Unlike ng game natin kanina na grabe 2 minutes pa lang ata nagkakaroon na ng clash.
Yeah. I kind of like the dynamics of, you know, the dragon in terms of what dragon you have at the moment of at the
dito sa
current,
recent patch natin.
Hindi, at the current time sa game, at the current phase of the game. Kasi kunwari Ocean Ocean early game, that's definitely for you. Okay, hold on, not.
Oh, pero teka lang, nag-destiny dito si paring TF mga kaibigan. Si Cool, nag-SS siya dito. Wow, grabe. Mukhang pamamatay si Cool dito sa kamay ni Yux at nandito pala si Toxic mga kaibigan. Pero nako, sino Yux to go siya dito ni paring Yux at nakapatay dito ang Cerberus. Grabe, napakagandang destiny para dito kay Chuck. Yun ang sinasabi nating gank mula kay Chuck kanina, Mami Rix na may kasama pang Kindred sa tabi.
Hot damn. So it was a 3v2 in the top lane. I don't think GHUB was prepared for that. And akala ko nga mawawalan si Chok ng, what do you call this, assist kasi napatay ng intended target. Pero sumama pa talaga si Toxic despite knowing that there were 3 people there. So it was unnecessary kill from GHUB, but then look at this.
At ito na, dalawang hits na lang. Tatama kaya ang concussive blows pero nakaharang si King Zone dito para kay Jao at mukhang nagka-chanian lang dito sa babang lane mga kaibigan. Slow pace gaming tayo dito. Tamang scaling lang ang ginagawa dito ng ating mga champions. Pero ang tagal din ni Cool bago mamatay dun kanina sa taas ha.
Yeah,
hindi siya
actually.
agad-agad namatay, tol.
But then again, a flash being burned, but still a kill. And burn 2 summoner spells then for Toxic. Toxic might be vulnerable here in the mid lane. And hindi sila magkukulang sa CCs in terms if Trevor tries to gank somewhere else. For example, Trevor ganks the top lane, you have Yux for the snare. For the mid lane, you have the gold guard. For the bottom lane, you do have the concussive blows
and
ni
the Fissure.
Shadow. And the Fissure as well for the engage, if ever they use that as an engage instead of a disengage. Kasi if you look at it, wala na silang mode of disengage aside from that. So most likely, maybe Shadow would wanna hold that skill. Gaya ng ginagawa ni Jao kanina, Asay Jana, yung Monsoon, last minute Monsoons talaga.
Correct.
Kahit tapos na yung clash,
Monsoon pa din.
Monsoon pa din is just
Nakasave,
there.
budget.
Nakasave. With your finger on the R na naka-hover lang. So, most likely, yeah, kasi wala na silang mode of disengage. More on the sustained survivability na lang pala. That's Trevor's Lamb's Respite there for Trevor. But meanwhile, Jaja with the red buff, trying to relieve pressure. Actually, there's no pressure to relieve here from the bot lane. Actually, top lane is the one that needs help.
Top lane ang nagkakaroon ng aksyon, mga kaibigan. Ang laban ng manok, laban sa squid balls, mga papi chulo. Pero titingnan mo ang mapa dito, Mami Riggs. Punong-puno ng wards dito ang bottom side ng GHUB. Lamang sila sa wardings dito. So kumbaga, yun nga, makakita lang natin na action. Kumbaga, ayaw mamatay dito ni na paring Kinzon and ni paring Jao. Kumbaga, dyan na lang sa taas, tol.
Yep.
Dito na lang sa taas.
I guess the main reason kung bakit ganyan yung warding is because they wanna protect the red buff. Because if you see naman, most of these champions sa jungle are AD carries. And these AD carries are gonna be profiting well sa red buffs. And considering the fact that they do not have any hard CCs whatsoever, the slow coming in from the red buff will help them greatly. So they're protecting their own red buffs in case these two junglers might try to counter jungle. Kaya nakawin, but they might see a tower dive.
Ako, eto na. I know it's my destiny. Gold guard ka sa mukha. Wild Cards Gaming. Sabi dito ni paring Cha.
Oh my God.
Yun na yun eh, matik eh.
It's like not shoutcasting, it's singcasting. Anyway.
Yun na yun eh.
Yeah, that's what happened. So Destiny happened. Cool. So what CRB is doing right now is the right call. Kasi even though they sacrificed map presence in the bot lane for investing 2 members more sa taas, it's okay because there's no dragon there. They do get a kill. And meanwhile, Marky and Shadow are okay. So they don't have to babysit the bot lane. And they want to take advantage of the low mobility champion
na si Cool,
na on the Ilawi. So it's a good call habang wala pa yung dragon. It's okay to sacrifice map presence sa bottom lane. So once Elemental Dragon comes, most likely Cerberus Esports wants to contest this one.
Correcto.
GHUB spells, I mean, with the Caitlyn pick, plus, you know, Jaja is there. That's double ADC.
Kaya nilang
and
mapitas
then
agad yung dragon na yan.
Yes, and once they get the Elemental Dragon, they have more control over objectives, more damage over objectives. That means towers and then epic monsters. So more dragons to come for them. They'll easily chip down the HP of the objectives that they want to take. But meanwhile, CRB should deny that away from GHUB. They are a double ADC comp then if you look at it. And Chalk with the Twisted Fate actually spells Siege as well because of the card damage. So look at that, Service Esports having dragon control. Let's see how this is gonna pan out. What is GHUB's response? Do they have vision of it? I think they do. Here on the teleport.
Eto na, gusto na nilang i-go to. Nagtitipi na si Ilawi, mga kaibigan. Handa niya na ang kanya mga squid balls. Nag-smoke screen na dito, mga kaibigan, si paring Jaja. Kanino kaya mapupunta ang bap sa tore, mga papi chulo? Nag-gold card na dito si Chuck. Sinong i-stun mo, boy? Mukhang wala siyang i-stun. Nag-chat-chat lang sila. Sayawan dito sa Dragon Pit, mga papi chulo. Chat-chat-cha. Gurigot chat-chat-cha, mga kaibigan. Si Marky isolated dito. Hindi siya nakikita. Pero nakita na siya ni Marina, mga kaibigan. At eto na, Yux to go, mga kaibigan. Hinila na ang kanyang soul. Nag-tidal wave sa kawalan, pero na-unbreakable. Na eto na, na-stun si Kingzon. Napakagandang facial fissure. At eto na, mga squid balls. Back-tylo si Yux sa kamay ni Kingzon. At nag-1-on-1 pala dito ang dalawang jungle. Pero si Marky, tinatry niya mag-survive. Pero Calamaris Gaming mula kay Cool, mga Mami Chulo. Medyo magulo ang nangyaring clash, Mami Rix.
Yeah! You saw na yung sinasabi natin na analysis on this Chalk, on this Twisted Fate pick. He's gonna have a hard time landing those gold cards kasi medyo long range yung mga kalaban niya. So if he wants to land those, he might have to compromise his position by using a flash or have a destiny, have a sneaky destiny. But ang nangyari, tingnan mo, naka-gold card siya. Anong ginawa ng GHUB? Naglakad lang sila pa alis. So they have to mind their positioning. Let's see, the Destiny is just gonna be used to probably go back to lane. So, what happened there was hindi nila na-utilize yung Twisted Fate gold, Twisted Fate pick. Lichbane first pick. I guess it's an okay spike burst in terms of, when they need to fight right away kasi nandyan na yung Elemental Dragon. But then again, Elemental Dragon, that's actually 2 dragons already on the side of GHUB Esports. That's gonna hurt Cerberus so much. And it's gonna... It synergizes well sana with the Lichbane pick ni Chok, yung Elemental Dragon at that point.
Yung Earth Drake.
Yung Earth Drake. So, sayang on their side. They weren't able to control, they weren't able to maximize. And Marky's positioning, surprisingly, was awkward. Correct. There was no front line for him. There was no one for him to start the fight. It was him. Parang you saw him how frustrated he was na he wanted to fight. He knows that he can take them on. Wow.
At nasa likod siya nun kanina eh. Kumbaga alam niya, oy tol, na sandwich na natin itong mga to. Pero naku, walang follow-up. Yun nga, nagkadalito-lito. Sino ba ang i-stand dito ni paring
Grabe. So they're still investing Cool.
Ni paring
Ni paring
Chuck. Kanina sa kanyang gold card. Pero ito na, mga kaibigan, mukhang mahuli si Jaja dito sa kamay ni Trevor. Nice one. Napitas dito ni Trevor si Jaja. At mukhang mapipitas dito ni paring Cool si Yux. The redemption of the squid ball. Mga papi chulo.
Yeah. So
medyo malabo yung...
What does it entail you? You only give pressure sa top lane. So right now, kung kanina steady lang sila Marky and si Shadow, you would wanna relieve pressure dito naman sa bot. Kasi okay na si Yux, okay na si Cool. But then Marky is gonna have a hard time, lalo na sa zoning na ginagawa ni Kingzon, plus yung E ni... I mean, that's a Runan's Hurricane. But ni Jao. Tapos yung E pa ni Nami. So right now, nagiging dominant. Kung kanina, patas silang dalawa, or Marky is in a safe spot, but right now, Kingzon knows his spike. He has a BF sword, he has the Runan's Hurricane completed. Meanwhile, Yomu's Ghostblade lang for Marky. So it's gonna be difficult. At least meron siyang defensive, pwede niya gawin defensive item kasi yung Yomu's Ghostblade. Just in case things get a little too sticky na hindi sila prepared sa fight na yon. So at least meron siyang point of safety. Pero the thing is, Trevor seems to really concentrate and try to boost Yux to a faster spike. So just in case na magkaroon ulit ng 5v5 teamfight or magkaroon ng skirmish, most definitely, Yux is gonna be the problem. They have no ignite. GHUB has no ignite on their side. So they most likely wanna put the what do you call this? the grievous ones or something that actually mitigates the healing
Ni
on the
Swain.
itemization.
Ni Swain.
On itemization na lang.
Oo.
So,
correct.
So, imbis na, maybe little, it's pretty worth it naman. if
Alam
you
mo
look
sa
at it.
tingin ko, kailangan ibalik muna, abang wala pang nagaganap, ibalik muna ni na paring Chuck yung ginagawa nila kanina. Pitasin nila tong si Cool ng pitasin. Kasi habang pinipitas nila to, lalong kumbaga, kapag tinuloy-tuloy nila, magpa-power spike din siya eh. Pero naku, mukhang wrong timing ata tong Destiny na to,
Ayun
mga
na.
kaibigan.
Whoop.
Tingnan natin kung magde-Destiny siya. Actually, sa baba pala siya ng Destiny. Naggaling na dito si Marky at Glacial Feature at walang tumama. Si Shadow nagbabak dito sa kamay ni King Zone. Nahila dito ang soul ni Lucian at mukhang masuslow siya dito pero patay si King Zone sa kamay ni Toxic, mga papi chulo. Tingnan natin kung maghahabol ang GHUB dito. Hinampas, mga kaibigan, ng Squid. Wildcard para kay Chuck.
Wow!
Flash in Q para dito kay Toxic at ito na ang mga ibon ng Mulawin, mga kaibigan. Mukhang hindi sapat. Si Trevor nag-SS dito para mabuhay sila at si Cool masyado makunat dito pero ito mukhang mahuli siya ni Chuck dito. Lifesteal para kay Cool at ito naman ang storya sa kabilang mundo. Si Jaja nagpupush lang sa taas, mga kaibigan. So that clash was in favor for GHUB.
Yeah, so if their strategy is to actually put the early game, okay, hold that thought. Dito, nahuli si
Wow.
Chuck. So this is the problem again. Even though the Destiny was quite advanced, a great shield coming in from Shadow actually blocked the tidal wave. So if ever, siguro, GHUB would have gotten more kills if hindi ginawa yun ni Shadow. So good exhaust as well, para lang ma-slow down yung Ilawi and less damage onto the soul para dun kay Lucian. But then again, the collapse coming in from GHUB, the response, CRB was not prepared. And I don't think they had the Glacial Fissure already.
Wala
I think
silang
they
pang
used
counter
it,
go.
Oh, I think they used it already just for an engage.
Mapitas si Jao and si King Zone.
So that's the problem. They have to hold on to that ultimate just in case GHUB responds so well, like in the bot lane. And I would like to point out, if they are going for Cool, so that Yux will have like a maka-rack up siya ng kills, maka-ramp up, they should utilize Yux. Pero hindi nila na-utilize yung Swain.
Hindi kasi nagsaba. Actually, sa tingin ko din, kailangan nilang i-budget meals dahil yun nga lang naman ang kanilang form of disengage. Yung ult ni paring Brom. Sabayan mo yan ang ult ni paring Yux. Malilito ngayon ng ang GHUB kung sino man ang tatargetin nila. And I would like to comment Cool din. Napakaganda ng TP niya rin para ma-isolate dito sina paring Chuck. Yun nga, sinasabi natin kanina, hindi basta-basta ang Destiny sa baba dito ni
Chuck. Chuck is gonna have a hard time with those long-range champions with the gold card. So, kumbaga, he really needs something. He needs to execute it well or try to distract GHUB para hindi makafocus sa kanya. Because the Destiny, the eyes on the orb eyes on top of your head just screams, let's try to stick together and just find where he's gonna be, because you can easily anticipate it with some kind of bubble or just walking away like that.
Or mag-caliber net ka palayo.
Exactly.
Yun na yung, ayan, ito, Otol, ready na yung caliber net ko. Kumbaga, naka-ready na yung kamay ko. Pero ito, na-stand dito si paring Jaja, mga kaibigan, napakagandang unbreakable mula kay Shadow. Pero si Yux, mga kaibigan, kaso masyadong makunat dito si Nakul. Ang tagal mamatay ni Cool, mga kaibigan. Sinux to go niya dito si Yux, mga pamichulo. At pulado si Chuck dito. Grabe ang sakit ni Kidson dito. Ace in the hole, mga kaibigan. And si Jaja ang kumana. Grabe, walang mapatay ang Cerberus dito. Masyado makunat si Yux na lifesteal niya doon.
Exactly. And that was beautifully done by GHUB. I don't think Cerberus was really prepared. And did they have a Glacial Fissure to actually disengage it? I don't think the Yux was actually the key there. He was actually trying to parang deal a ton amount of damage, but then the sustain coming in from GHUB then is just insane. The CCs as well. Red buff for Kinzon, a huge plush. Plus. I might like a plush.
CR, man. Huge tash. Ayan, Splash dami,
Yan.
Splash Island.
So, it was, right now, CRB, obviously, gold lead para sa GHUB. And Trevor was not actually in the fight. He was somewhere else.
Hindi nakapag-ult doon si paring Shadow. Yun yung sinasabi natin, yung ult ni paring Yux na si Swain, sabayan mo yun ng Glacial Fissure ni Shadow.
That's beautiful.
Oo, ang ganda tingnan yan. Ang nangyari kasi, Grabe yung lifesteal dito ni Cool.
Oo.
Hindi sapat ang lifesteal ni Swain. Palakasan lang ng lifesteal, sabi nito ni
Oo.
ni Cool labang kay Swain. Napita si Swain na out na. Yun nga, sinasabi natin, isolated si paring Chuck. Sa tingin ko kasi hindi sapat ang CC ni TF.
Yeah.
Yang
It's not.
Oo, isa lang
Compared to, meron
Actually,
naman
hindi
silang
nga siya
snare.
CC.
Hindi nga siya CC.
CC tuloy, stun.
Well,
Oo.
it is still a crowd control. But then, ang tawag dito, si Yux, meron naman siyang snare. But then, problem dito, kahit wala silang ignite, you can still parang make up for that through itemization. Grievous Wounds, Executioner's Calling para kay
Oo.
Ilawi, tapos nandyan naman yung Morello.
Nomicon.
Oo.
Uy, tama, Morello Nomicon.
Wala lang,
Tama.
dinugtong mo lang yung
Oh, hindi,
sinabi.
kasi ano ka rin kasi sabihin parang Morello lang, mas masaya sabihin.
Yung
kaysa
kompleto. So,
Oo.
gank sa top lane.
Ito na, gang sa top lane. Iniibon-ibon siya dito. Pero tingnan mo, 2 libro ang hawak dito ni Lux, Riku.
Oo.
Medjais, mga kaibigan, plus Morello Nomicon.
Morello Nomicon.
Mga
Very
kaibigan,
confident.
mahilig
Let's see.
magbasa. Ayan ang sinasabi natin kung kanina pa ulit ginagawa yan, mga kaibigan. Si Yux nga lang ang kaya niya mapatay.
Wow!
Pero nice ult mula kay Yux. Pero hindi sapat ang lifesteal, mga kaibigan, ng mga tentacles. Yun ang sinasabi natin na sa tingin ko dapat inaraw-araw na kasi talaga ni ni Chuck. I mean kasi kung inaraw-araw niya yung ganyan playstyle na si Cool lang, si Cool, eventually in the late game, magkakaroon na siya ng enough damage to burst King Zone and
Kinzon
Jao.
and Jao.
Kung
Oo.
sino man kanila. Pero I think it's too late to start pretending, no?
Oo
Mga
nga eh.
kaibigan.
Well, and if you think about it, si Kulang talaga yung kaya niyang ipitas. in
Dahil
terms of the
walang
Destiny.
pantakas.
Walang
port,
pantakas, and most likely, siya yung laging mag-isa. Of course, the split pressure of the group here at the top lane with the teleport.
Tingnan natin.
So,
Mukhang wala pang masyadong ganap dito sa laban na to. Kumbaga, nagkaka-farm lang sa kung anumang spike ang gusto nilang ma-spike sa kanilang mga item.
well, at least yung AD carries ng both of GHUB and then Cerberus Esports have reached their spikes. That's Infinity Edge and Ruinous Hurricane, and the Black Cleaver sa Yumus.
Yep.
Ghost Blade para naman kay Marky. So, they can actually just keep forming up and try to contest the next objective. And
Uy! Happy birthday! Golden card sa mukha, pero wow! Mga kaibigan, Quicksilver, QSS, pero ito, Zonias sa mukha, sabi ni Chuck, pero naku, hahampasin ka ng tentacles. Sabi dito ni Cool, at ito na, Jaja and Trevor Pana versus na Scuba Diver. Mga kaibigan, hindi siya pumasok sa Labs Respite, namatay tuloy siya. Nag-ult dito, pero nice sidestep. Kahit naka-exhaust, naku, kaya pa ni Trevor to. Dancing arrows, mga kaibigan,
What
pumapana.
is this?
Goodbye, Silog. Sabi niya kay Jao. Grabe pinapakita ng GHUB dito.
medyo very,
Legit.
very messy na yung nangyayari dito sa game natin. It's like kills everywhere.
Juke is real para
Yeah.
dito kay paring Trevor, mga kaibigan. Cerberus pala si Cerberus pala siya. GHUB tuloy ang nasabi ko. Nasa side kasi ng GHUB. Pero Trevor yun. Cerberus, mga kaibigan. Sorry naman.
I think
Oo.
Jaja wished... Uy, Infernal.
Oo.
Uy, important to.
Infernal tant. Wala.
Oh, sige,
Trinay
pilitin
ko
mo,
mag-make
Maxley.
ng fun, pero I'm so sorry. I
You tried.
Oh,
Yes, it's
yati.
okay. Anyway, Infernal Dragon is definitely gonna help both teams. Just imagine kasi. Yes. Help both teams. So, I'm pretty sure both of Cerberus and then GHUB would want to contest that objective.
Oops.
But right now, though, it seems like medyo lost yung Cerberus right now kung anong gagawin na. Although they made a pick onto Jaja. Jaja kind of wished he entered the Lamb's Respite.
Kanina, no?
Kanina.
At least parang may chance na paunahan sila kung sino yung mamamatay kasi pareha silang one hit. Pero what's interesting is, nag-final spark si Toxic and naka-exhaust si Trevor. Pero wow, na-sidestepan pa ni Trevor yun.
Oo.
Puti ka pa siya mamatay, pero eto na. Back to the Dragon game tayo, mga kaibigan. Agawan ng Dragon GHUB with the 3 Dragon Bomb. Kailangan makuha to ng CRB para naman meron silang Dragon, mga kaibigan. Iko-contest pa nila to.
The spike was too early.
Nakuha dito ng CRB ang Dragon, pero napakagandang tidal wave setup para dito kay Jao, mga kaibigan. At kinakanana sila ng GHUB. Buti ko na masabing Golden State, pero ito na si Jaja. Mga kaibigan, binabato ng tubig, binabaril niya mga kaibigan, smoke screen everyday para dito kay Jaja. Wow, napakaganda. Sa EDSA pa sila tinamaan ng baha.
Wow.
Papi Chulo.
Grabe. So, what, Chalk wasn't in the equation, actually. And they have
Ay, oo nga, wala
more
siya
time. They have time to actually take the Baron. So, they're rushing in right now. The death timers, though, are quite early. It's still at the 27-minute mark. 15 and 12 seconds for both of the AD carries ng Service Esports. Although they do have 2 elemental dragons on their side. That's
whoa! 1 hit, 2 hit. Isang hit ka na lang, boy! Golden card! Ooh, goodbye Silog. Sabi dito ni Toxic. Pero ito, iniipon-ipon siya dito habang nakuha ng GHUB ang Baron buff. Namatay si Chuck sa kamay. Oy, it rhymes. Ni Toxic.
Ay my God. So, good zoning by Toxic. Anticipating na, syempre, manggugulo tong natitirang members na buhay ng Service Esports. Of course, you wanna deny the Baron away from GHUB kasi they have 2 Earth Elemental Dragons plus 1 Ocean Dragon for themselves. Although, ang pinaka-obvious, ang pinaka-mararamdaman natin sa 28-minute game natin ngayon is definitely the Earth Elemental.
Akala ko mararamdaman natin sa 2016.
Ano?
JJ is coming.
So, right now,
Opo.
it's really Cerberus having a hard time.
Yan ang sinasabi mo kanina, napaka-importante niyang Earth Dragon buff para dito sa GHUB dahil nga meron silang double ADC comp na which is, grabe ilang hits ng, with that 20% buff sa kanilang sa kanila laban sa mga Tore. Ilang hits lang yung Tore na yan, mga Tolski.
Yes, and in terms of sieging potential, I have to put it on GHUB kasi they have zone control they have more zone control compared to Cerberus Esports because ang zone control lang na meron ang Cerberus ay yung snare ni Yux. And that's basically it.
Yung snare niya lang, tapos yung stun ni Chuck, isa lang naman nasa stun. At ayan na, nag-SS na si Trevor and mukhang it's goodbye na mga kaibigan. Terrible.
So, oh my God.
Nag-try ako ulit.
You tried. Anyway.
Kasi alam mo, ang ganda kasi yung ilawi talaga kanina.
Yeah, that was really good. Meanwhile, GHUB has the power to actually take this Dragon tuloy. Tore. This power down.
Tore.
Okay.
Mga Papi Chulo. At ito na si Mikey. Tinatry niyang iligtas ang kanyang sarili. Relentless pursuit out. Pero grabe na crit. Para dito, mga kaibigan, kay Caitlyn. At mukhang kukunin na ng GHUB itong laro to. Mga kaibigan ng Golden State Warriors na dito. Si Yux, kaso patay pa rin siya. Yux to go. Goodbye. Sabi dito ng GHUB at mukhang kukunin na nila ang game na to. Rico, take it away!
Wow, after this 30-minute game, 19-9 on the kill scoreboard. That's GHUB sweeping away the underworld dogs ng PGS natin. Cerberus Esports. I mean, GHUB. What's going on? GHUB wins this game. 3 points onto their score.
Alam mo ba ang...
Bakit? Ano?
Alam mo ba ang ginagawa ng mga tao kapag malungkot ang isang tao?
Ano?
Gini-GHUB.
Why? Okay.
Congratulations, GHUB, mga kaibigan. 2-0 laban sa Cerberus. Grabe, napakaganda ng pinapakita ninyo. Grabe, Toxic with that Talia on game 1. Di pa rin tayo makamove on dyan. And Ilawi, mga kaibigan.
Din, no? So, as you can see dun sa endgame screen natin, 1 death lang na naman siya. Meanwhile, Kinzon with the precise positioning, 0 deaths as well. 7-0-8. Pate, they actually made the Caitlyn, the standard Caitlyn. Kung meron tayong Lucian and Braum, meron naman tayong standard Caitlyn and Nami na bot lane. So, they made it work here on competitive play. Very, very good communication, responses, at hindi, ganito, nasayang yung Twisted Fate.
Oo.
Honestly,
correct.
They did not make it work. They weren't able to snowball. They weren't able to make the picks. They only focused on Cool because Cool was the only vulnerable target. And even if they tried sa bot lane, it might be too risky. If they gave away like 2 to 3 kills, they give up Dragon control. So, that's it though. I mean, Cerberus Esports, I really thought now it's gonna be like a very, very close fight, but hot damn, all the games, both of these games from GHUB were super dominating. I'm really impressed.
Called it!
Yes, you did.
Called it!
Pero that concludes our week 4, but don't go away. Meron pa tayong interview with one of the GHUB members. So,
of course.
yeah.
Feeling ko alam na natin kung sino gusto natin i-interview. Oo.
Last week, ang in-interview sa GHUB was actually Toxic. But yeah, let's see kung sino yung ipipick natin for interview once again.
Dala kayo mga tol.
Just don't go away. Ako si Rico.
Manjin.
So, see you guys later.
Mga kaibigan, si Cool ng SS siya dito. Wow, grabe. Mukhang mamamatay si Cool dito sa kamay ni Yux at nandito pala si Tok.